Good morning. I love your jokes as always, man. You always add humor to this. So your spirits are always amazing. So I appreciate that.
At least somebody thinks I'm funny. My girlfriend just gets annoyed. You're not funny.
Hey, man, you got the dad jokes in the making, man. You got them all set up.
Exactly. I'm not even a dad yet. You just wait.
Love it, man. Love it.
Give me a couple years.
Yeah, exactly. Just wanted to run the script by you. Just trying to get your attention and see if I can book a Zoom meeting with you, right? So ring.
Okay. This is Alex.
Alex, this is Jose calling from Jump Contact. Good morning.
Morning.
Alex, we actually help companies get 50% of sales they normally miss out on within the first 30 days of them working with us. To make sure this is even going to be a good fit for you, I just have two quick questions for you. Who is currently answering your calls right now for you, Alex?
I have a staff. I have a team.
Okay, awesome. And what happens when one of the members on your team aren't able to answer that lead live in the moment?
We call them back.
Call them back. All right, awesome. And let me ask you a question. What percentage of those leads would you say that you're having to call back and trying to get back into communication with the customer?
I don't know, like 30%. Real quick, I'm going to pause you right real quick. Okay, you have my attention, but see how you're doing all the talking and you're answering questions. You're firing off questions, and I'm giving you kind of one-word answers, and it kind of sounds like a little interrogaty. Right? Anybody else kind of feel that? Right? Nod your head, shake your hand. All right, good. So what I want you to do instead is I want you to get me talking, right? What's the biggest area of opportunity in your business right now, right? As far as, lead capture or whatever the case may be. Because, okay, you're Canadian Jose calling from Jump Contact. Okay, the other piece of advice, this is super, super nitpicky, but holy smokes, it makes a difference. Okay, this is what happened. I'm gonna flip the script on you real quick, and I'm gonna be you, and you're gonna be me. You ready? Okay. You're a business owner. I'm you.
Ready. Hello, Jose.
Jose, this is Alex. Yeah, Jose, this is Alex over at Jump Contact. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, real quick, the reason that I'm calling, okay, I said the same thing again. You said good morning twice, and you had a little in there, and there's a slight little hesitation. Guys, it happens this quick.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. And I forgot to say the reason too, right? So.
Okay, and it makes all the difference in the world. Certainty, speed. Speed is the new currency, guys. Think about it. Every time Apple comes out with a new phone, what do they say? They don't say it's slower. I promise. Okay, Uber Eats, why was that invented? To get your food faster. Okay, internet speed. You will never have me sold on a slower internet package. Ever. Okay, bullet train. It's not designed to go slower, guys. Speed, 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 speed. Okay, you get up from your desk and you go to eat lunch. Speed. You should be power walking to lunch, scarfing your food and power walking back. Because every minute you spend at lunch is a minute you're not on the phone. The minute you're not in front of the customer, it's a minute that you can't ever get back and you're not making money. Urgency. Okay, if you're moving slow, that means you're not urgent. And we're going on a little bit of a tangent here, but it is so, so important. Okay, so Jose, back to just kind of in general, you need to get me talking and you need to figure out what problem you can solve for me. You need to make me know that you can solve a problem for me.
So should I just go one question instead of two questions? Like just keep it basic? Like, what happens when you're not able to answer a live call?
Yeah, you could absolutely say that. Because what's that going to do? That's going to expose the massive problem that they have. You could go in and you could say, hey, Jose, let me ask you this. As a business owner, okay, who's responsible for answering the phones and responding to all the leads that you get? I have a team for that. Excellent. How many of those do you think they miss because they come in after hours or they can't get to them because they're so busy?
Yeah. No, that's a lot better.
Oh, well, I mean, at least half. What's that costing you? And I'm going straight into it, man.
No,
Right?
that
Because
sounds a
what you're
lot
doing
cleaner,
is
yeah.
yeah, you're making it way longer than it needs to be. This is a super normal problem. This is everyone's problem. That's why we have these calls, and that's why we practice. Okay, you got to keep everything short and tight. Why? Speed. I need him to have that little aha moment within about a minute, or he is going to hang up on me. I need that business owner begging me for my time within about a minute because he knows I have a solution for his problem.
Yeah.
Okay, this is about how my calls go. Jose, just to make sure I'm not wasting your time, how many salespeople do you have? Work with me, Jose. Let's role play. I want you to see the flow of this thing. Jose, how many salespeople do you have?
I got 8 people right now.
Excellent. With those 8 people, what's the hardest part of their job right now? Is it following up with unsold prospects? Is it waking up your veterans? Or is it getting your new hires trained up to where they can actually sell something?
Yeah, probably the last one, like getting the new guys up to speed so they can start selling.
Excellent, man. What's the opportunity cost on that? How much money are you losing every month because you have Timmy the Greenpeace sitting out there trying to close a deal and he can't close a screen door in a hurricane?
Yeah, well, probably lots. You're right. Yeah, that makes sense. I got to work on that.
Yeah,
sure.
If you had to put a number on it, man, what would it be? Is it costing you 10 grand a month? Is it costing you 100 grand a month? What are we working with here?
Yeah, probably 10 grand a rep.
10 grand a rep?
Yeah. Like for every new rep, yeah, if they're able to close more, that's what the ideal target would be, right, for them to get at.
Yeah. And how many new reps did you say you had?
Right now, new reps, I got 4.
4 reps, 10 grand a month, that's 40 grand. Jose, this is a $500,000 conversation. Here's what I want to do. I want to show you how we're going to train your new hires to get them selling like vets in under 60 days. Okay, I'm going to put that $500,000 back into your business. If I could accomplish half of that, would you give me 30 seconds to show you how we do it?
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty good. Why don't you send me an email and I'll have a look at that and then I'll get back to you.
Okay, good. I'm definitely going to send you an email. In fact, it's already in your inbox. You and I both know that you're never going to get enough information and enough certainty to make a purchasing decision off of any email. Let me ask you this. When is the last time you actually purchased something off an email for your business without doing anything else?
Probably never.
Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, that's why we need to jump on the phone. I actually need to show you this. That's the only way you're going to see the value. Allow me the courtesy to actually show it to you. I promise not to waste your time. If you don't see enough value in the first 30 seconds, tell you what, I'll hang up on myself. Deal?
Yeah, deal. Sounds reasonable.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to go in and actually lock down the appointment and things like that. But guys, you saw how I went in. I asked for the problem. I asked him how much it's costing him. Okay, I blew up the problem to really grab his attention. He tried to shuck me off on an email. Okay. By the way, the little rebuttal that I did is the same one I showed you guys last week about that whole send me an email. Okay, and you can get creative with it. Because they listen, I'm going to send you an email, but you and I both know that's going to get buried in the other 10,000 unopened ones you have in your inbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play with that all the time because Grant sends so many. Okay, Jose, listen, I know you get about 50 just from Grant alone. You're not going to recognize little Alex Grant's email from Grant Cardone's office. That's why I'm calling you. In fact, if an email worked, you'd already signed up.
Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
But it's very, very short, guys. It's very, very tight, unless the client wants to start spewing on me. And at that point, I'm just gathering data, and I'm just going to let him talk. I'm going to let him talk himself into a corner, and I'm going to let him give me data. And I'm just eating it all up because he's telling me how to sell him. Okay? So kind of like Greg earlier, right? You got to make me aware of the problem before you start, prodding me about quantifying it, right? Like,
yep.
With there's a way to make me aware of a problem without asking a ton of questions.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm going to be way more open to giving you information once I admit to you that there's a problem. Yeah, well, I mean, Jose, 50% of our leads aren't probably getting called. What's that cost you? Hell, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you didn't know, what's the number, man? Is it 10 grand a month? Is it 50 grand a month? It's probably 50 grand a month, dude. It's a $600,000 a year conversation. Let me put half of that back in your business. Would you give me 30 seconds to show you how we do it?
Yeah, it's all about that initial question that kind of shows your professionalism to let them trust you, to give you some numbers and just actually have a conversation with you, right?
Totally.
Yeah, for sure. I see it. Like when you say it, I would tell you. If I asked, I would probably be like, dude, leave me alone, right? So yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Big difference, man.
All right, awesome. Thank you
Appreciate
for
you,
always
Alex. Thank
participating.
Thank you.
And shout out to Rebecca for letting me see all you guys, because I've been in the dark the whole call. It's kind of weird. I'm like this. Anyway.
Well, dude, thanks, man.
Lacey.